At 2:11 a.m., the hallway camera on the third floor recorded something that does not exist in the building's design. The corridor outside room 3B should have 4 doors. The footage shows 5. The building was completed in 1998. The third floor follows a simple office layout. 2 conference rooms sit across from a small office labeled 3B. According to every architectural document, the corridor wall contains 4 door frames spaced evenly across the hallway. Yet the security recording from March 14th shows a 5th door between room 3B and a storage entrance. The extra door looks ordinary. Same color, same metal handle, same frame height, but slightly narrower than the others. At 2 hours, 11 minutes and 36 seconds a.m. a night cleaner walks down the hallway pushing a cart. She slows down when she reaches the section of wall where the 5th door appears. She turns her head toward it. The camera angle shows her reading the door surface, as if expecting a label. Terre is known. She moves closer. The cleaner tests the handle. The door opens inward. Without hesitation, she steps through the doorway. The door closes behind her. The hallway becomes empty. 30 seconds pass, 1 minute passes. The cleaner never comes back. When the supervisor notices her absence during routine rounds, security checks the footage. The recording clearly shows 5 doors, but when maintenance inspects the corridor the next morning, there are only 4. Exactly as the blueprints describe. There are no signs a 5th door was ever installed. No hinge marks. No patched drywall. No structural seams. The wall is continuous from floor to ceiling. Investigators review the video again. The 5th door is still visible in the recording, but something else becomes noticeable. The door does not cast the same shadow as the others. The hallway lights create faint reflections on each door surface. The 5th door reflects light differently, almost like a slightly deeper surface. Frame-by-frame analysis shows a thin vertical seam around the extra door, but the seam appears and disappears as the cleaner approaches it. When she opens the door, the hallway lighting briefly changes. 4:2 frames the interior space behind the door is visible. It does not match the building interior. The visible corridor inside appears longer than the building's width would allow. The floor tiles are darker. The lighting is colder. Then the cleaner steps through and blocks the view. The door closes. The hallway returns to normal. Maintenance inspects the wall structure behind that section. According to the building plans, the space directly behind that wall contains part of the elevator shaft. Concrete reinforcement fills the entire section. There is no cavity, no room, no passage. Thermal scans confirm the same result. Solid material, uniform temperature, no hollow sections, no hidden structures. Weeks later, a second anomaly occurs. At 2:09 a.m., the hallway motion sensor triggers. The camera shows nothing moving. The sensor triggers again 6 seconds later, and again 12 seconds later. Each activation occurs exactly where the 5th door had appeared in the earlier footage. Security reviews the recording repeatedly. Nothing enters the frame. Nothing leaves. Only the motion sensor activates. Engineers measure the corridor dimensions precisely. The wall thickness matches the architectural plans. Behind it is concrete. Beyond the concrete is the elevator shaft. There is physically no space where a doorway could exist. During archive review, investigators find an early design draft from 1997. In that version of the blueprint, room 3B originally had a narrow service door connecting to a maintenance corridor. But in the final approved plan, the service door was removed. The maintenance corridor was eliminated. The space was reassigned to elevator clearance, meaning the door was erased before construction began. It was never built, yet the camera recorded it. In 2021, the building upgrades its surveillance system. A new hallway camera with higher resolution is installed. 2 nights later at 2:18 a.m., the camera records a subtle distortion along the same wall section. For 11 seconds, the outline of a door becomes visible again. The frame slowly forms against the wall. A handle appears. The door exists long enough for the camera to capture its full shape. Then the handle moves. The door opens slightly, only a few centimeters. Inside the doorway, a dim corridor is visible. The corridor extends deeper than the building's physical dimensions allow. No one exits. No one enters. After 11 seconds, the image flickers. The door disappears. The wall returns to normal. Maintenance inspects the location immediately after the incident. The wall remains solid. No door frame, no structural opening, no internal space. Today, the corridor outside room 3B still contains 4 doors, exactly as the official plans describe. But the motion detection system occasionally records brief activity in the same location, usually around 2:10 a.m. Duration: less than 2 seconds. Security logs describe it simply as a false trigger, yet the archived footage from March 14th still exists, and it still shows a 5th door. A door that architectural records confirm was removed before the building was constructed. The cleaner who opened it was never found. Her access badge never exited the building. Her last recorded movement is the moment she stepped through the extra door. The question is not where that door leads. The question is why the building briefly remembered a doorway that was never supposed to exist.